Race cars on course here at VIRginia International Raceway. And Ben, this is a Trans Am Series presented by Pirelli qualifying session for tomorrow's major event.
Yeah, these are the TA cars, the 900 horsepower, no driver nannies, no driver assist. Just, I think Justin Marks said it best, it's just a 900 horsepower go-kart.
Yeah. It's you, a steering wheel, and a throttle. Good luck, we're all counting on you.
And this is a very innovative class. Like, the rule book is very slim here. It's basically, here's your weights, here's your wheelbases, this is what you can do. And so a lot of the teams and drivers, like this first car from the 3GT team, formerly of Rocket Sports, and you've got Burton and Greasy and Ruman. Lots of different iterations of a TA car.
But a lot of history and knowledge in those four teams.
Yeah.
Boy, there's a lot of history and knowledge in there.
I think the 3GT team, most of those, a lot of the crew have been with the team for over 40 years.
Yeah.
Dyson, same thing.
Well, these guys are just getting going. They're warming things up. You saw Menard just go out and come right back in.
He likes to do that on qualifying, I've noticed.
Yeah. Looks like Andretti, Greasy, and Ruman are going to go after it a little bit.
We also have a GT1 car out there, and John DeGainer,
yeah,
the Ron Fellows car with AER. So it is qualifying time, and Tommy is just right behind Andretti. Usually they give each other, 100 yards.
Little space.
Maybe Tommy's just trying to learn something, not sure.
Ben, while we let these guys really get up to speed and start posting some numbers, something for us to talk about. Let's talk about 2026 a little bit, since it's really not that far off on the horizon. It's going to be a very, very special year for Trans Am.
It is the 60th anniversary of the longest running road racing series in North America, the Trans Am Series, and we have a lot of special things that I can't announce yet that are in the works and in the plans to celebrate 60 years of just some of the coolest racing in history. And then we're going to the most iconic tracks in North America.
Yeah. Schedule is a little different than this year's. Some new stops. Plenty of traditional older stops.
Adam doesn't look comfortable. See, the car is wiggling there as it comes on the roller coaster, and he was telling me today that he just off the mark in speed, and he's not sure why. And that's the scariest. Like, the driver's crew, they don't like that. They like to know why they don't have the speed.
Yeah.
They just can't figure out. We just feel like this weekend they might not have it, or maybe Terry and Damon and Claudio figured something out.
This is Chris Dyson in the Jim Weed car. 108. Did he get to 180? It locked up on us there just for a second. Well, he was moving down that backstretch, wasn't he?
Yeah. And these cars are deceptively fast, and talking to the drivers, they don't feel it. You ever go 100 miles an hour like in a Cadillac and you don't realize you're going 100 miles an hour? It's kind of like that. And really, top speed, it's cool for us, cool for the audience, but all drivers want to know is what's your time around the track.
Yeah.
There's the time so far. Usually in TA, they take about 2-3 laps, get the tire temperature, get everything there, and then they try to do a flyer. So we should start to see.
Oh, around goes Dyson and NASCAR.
Kept it off the wall.
And he's got a 148.371 up on the board. What we're going to be waiting to see, looks like he got refired, is this guy, the Pittsburgh Paints and Stains number 3, Paul Menard, the current points leader and reigning champion. What can he post? His number one nemesis for the championship is Adam Andretti, who's second quickest for now with a 149.441.
Nope. Here we go.
Paul is out to get after it now.
Adam Andretti with a 147.
Oh, Adam just taking a big chunk out.
I want to say that their target is in the
146s?
146s, the early 146s, I think, is what they were saying.
Well, he's got to feel pretty good about that then, being a second quicker than Dyson.
We also have Brandon Jones out there. Here he is right here in Paul's last year's championship winning car, the Mastercraft car. Brandon Jones of NASCAR. I'm sure you know him well.
Yeah, Brandon's a very quick driver.
So there's Andretti, then Paul Menard, then Tommy Dreese, Amy Rumer. John DeGainer came into pit lane, fixed something quick, and went back out. On board with Dreese. Let's see what kind of top speed Dreese can hit on this back straight.
We saw Dyson get to what, almost 180. All right, Tommy, what do you got? There's 100.
He might get a little bit of a pull from the car in front of him.
140, 150, 160. There's 170. And he too came up just short.
I think he had to because he's coming up on Paul.
In the corner awful fast. Paul seemed to be a little slower on entry, but boy, he got a great rocket out of it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Look at how he left Dreese.
So it looks like Paul is starting his flyer. So he's going to try to cross the start-finish line at full speed and try to maintain that. He's got a good gap.
And Menard goes right to number 3 for the 147.7. Andretti to a 145.189. Ruben a 147. Menard a 147. Dreese, Dyson, and Jones all in the 148 range.
Wow. That's a big low 145.
That's a big wow.
Yeah. So he's found some speed.
Or he was sandbagging with you.
Maybe.
I doubt it. Adam's pretty honest with us, but boy, that's quick.
Yeah.
He's going to be, if he can hang on to that, he'll be very, very happy going to bed tonight. He is so hungry for this championship. We have talked about it all year long. But boy, he is so fired up for it.
There's Brandon Jones, currently running second in the green 3GT car. Master Force Tools. That's a pretty car.
You know, I was going to say that shade of green with the black really looks sharp.
And it's great to have somebody like Brandon Jones come out with us these races.
Dyson down to a 143.651.
Well, then I was way off. Because somebody told me today they wanted a 146, and they're killing that.
Andretti gets to a 144. Menard 143.585, top of the board. Dyson 143.6. Andretti 144.622. So just when we thought Adam was going to sleep well tonight, he might be up all night now.
Yeah. Yeah, but he may still be trying to make a flyer, but I would guess that Paul Menard's going to come in on that one. Dyson, he's going to have to take a couple more laps to just clean off his tires, regroup, put together a flyer.
Amy's at a 147. Tommy at 148.
Okay, let's see the top speed. Here comes Paul Menard. He looks like he's still moving, though. That's not that's not the body language of somebody coming in yet.
No, not yet. He's got Adam in front of him. Gainer with a 153.741. Here comes Dyson to the line. He's going to stay at 143.651. Andretti stays 144.622. Menard stays with a 143.566. Now he looks like he's out of it.
Yeah, and unless they really think they've got something else, they need to come in because, of course, they qualify and race on the same set of tires. So tomorrow they're going to be doing a 100-mile race, totally different conditions. It's late in the afternoon here. There's shadows on the track. The sun is going down. And tomorrow they're racing right around noon.
He's definitely out of it now, Ben.
Yeah.
Just cruising around.
Now Andretti still looks like he's on a flyer.
Yeah, he's looking to see if he got a little more in it.
He wants the first row, the front row.
He could still be exploring too, doing a little R&D, seeing if they can. Brandon Jones on pit road. Two and a half minutes left in the session.
He's got Dyson on a coasting lap in front of him, so hopefully Dyson knows he's coming. Yep, look at that. See?
That's a pro.
Look at that. Just, you know, camaraderie. Yeah, Adam, have at it.
Oh, boy. Look out, Adam. He was going for it, wasn't he?
Yep. You got to fire back up, though.
Yeah. He was going for it.
Surely Adam will come in. It is one of those things like you've got nothing to lose. You know, you're starting third, so might as well go out there and see if you can just try to maybe do some things that aren't high probability. And he went in just maybe, what, 4% too fast, and that did it.
I guarantee you it wasn't much. The gap between it's sticking and it not sticking. Yeah. And here it's Menard coming into his pit box. And here comes Adam down pit road. The Burton crew waiting for him just below us here in our booth.
Now Dreesy is still hunting, and how Adam came back on track with Ruman and Dreesy, that might have cost Dreesy a flyer if he was in fact on a flyer, but being that close to Amy, I doubt it. But maybe now he's trying to put together a late flyer.
Not seeing any kind of body damage to Adam's car as he went off track there. You worry about that big splitter on the front, and it all looks intact.
I believe Dreesy, is he the only one on circuit right now with 30 seconds left?
Gainer and Ruman still out there as well. And the checker flag is out. Menard will take the pole. Dyson, 0.08 of a second behind him. Andretti just a tick over a second back in third. Jones 2.5 seconds back in fourth. Then Dreesy just in front of Amy Ruman. That one came down to the end.
But this may be my favorite car in the field right there. One of my favorite drivers, John DeGainer. But this is my era of Trans Am.
It's a good one.
That's Ron Fellows' car. John DeGainer's running the GT1 class. And he's done really, really well with this year.
Yes. All-around good guy.
Now, was this your era of Trans Am? Were you in Trans Am at this time?
Yeah, I was. I go back earlier than this, too. back to the Wally and Willie eras.
Yeah. When was Tim the Toolman Taylor in Trans Am?
Tim would have been early 80s.
I think so, like maybe right when Willie T was coming in, or right before Willie T.
Let's see.
Because he was a Ford driver, I think. Yeah, I just listened to a podcast. He was on the Mike Rowe podcast, and he talked about his couple seasons in Trans Am right before his comedy stuff started taking off. And he was a driver. But that's John DeGaynor in GT1. And this is it. So, barring any kind of infractions, Paul Menard will take pole again. Then Chris Dyson, Adam Andretti, Brandon Jones fourth. Great job, Brandon. Then right behind him is Tommy Dreese, Amy Ruman, and John DeGaynor. I love that Brandon Jones has joined us. And John DeGaynor. And we were just, spent the weekend with Ron Fellows not too long ago at his track at CTMP. Of course, that's a Ron Fellows car. 1990s, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Because that wasn't before his
Partnered
comedy
up with
then.
Steve Saleen.
Yeah, that's right then. So, but his comedy was taken off at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe he was comedian, but maybe Home Improvement hadn't come out yet.
Yeah.
But all kinds of people. Paul Newman, Tom Cruise, Walter Payton.
Well, I remember being around when Sweetness was in it. Walter Payton. Remember seeing him at the track, and Paul, of course, and.
So tons of famous drivers, but you've got also a lot
Bruce
of
Jenner.
celebrities. Bruce Jenner.
I remember interviewing Caitlin, when Bruce was actively competing as a race car driver.
Adam Carolla's run the series, and Adam Carolla and Caitlin Jenner are good friends. They still race together. Caitlin has a Porsche at one of maybe Thermal, and Adam has his car collection out there, and they run together and good friends. So it's kind of cool to see that Caitlin's still racing. Adam is obviously a huge enthusiast and still racing.
There's plenty of things to pick from.
So looking at everybody's body language, this is going to be the results.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back. More before we wrap up the day here at Virginia International Raceway.
In racing, every second counts. Communication isn't just important, it's everything. Established in 1996 in Daytona Beach, Florida, Speedcom Communications was born from a passion for racing and a vision to revolutionize motorsports communication. Trusted by competitors across the world.
Okay, so pretend this is your race car. It's on the trailer, and you have an accident. Ouch! At least your truck's insurance will pay for another one? Yeah, not so fast. Standard insurance won't replace your race car, whether it's in the trailer, in the paddock, in the garage, or the repair shop. But at Hagerty, we can protect it for what it's really worth anytime it's off the track. No matter what or where you race, offer less than a set of race tires. Hagerty, let's drive together.
Good is this? Look at this view from Losowski.
It brings all my fans, it brings the audience into the car with me.
We turn 140 mile an hour entry speeds.
The quickest and most efficient way for me to get information to my drivers is from using the VBox HD2 system.
All right, more qualifying coming our way here, Ben, as we continue with the second half of our field in our Trans Am Series presented by Pirelli. This will be the GT qualifying portion of the show. Bryson, Lowry, Griffin, Carlson, Grant, Paul, Coffey, and Cohen.
We have some new ones joining us here. And some ones we haven't seen in a while. Like you're seeing here with Danny Lowry, Billy Griffin. Billy Griffin is I believe, a two-time GT champion with us. Now he and Danny Lowry have gotten into these Mercedes-Benzes. Now, Billy...
We haven't seen these guys since Sebring, right?
They were with us at Road Atlanta was the last time.
Road Atlanta?
Yep. And Billy broke an axle, but all of a sudden said the car was doing really well. And look at Josh Carlson right behind him, staying right with him. This is qualifying, guys. You can spread out. I think Billy and Danny are trying to work together. I don't think they were anticipating Josh Carlson in that XGT car staying with him. So in the Bridge Hall car, it's our good friend Danny Lowry, who was out there with us in the Greg Biffle car today. He runs a Shelby GT350. He's run a GT car with us, an XGT car with us, an SGT car, and a TA2 car with us. So I guess all we have to do now is get him in a TA car and a TA Cup, and he's done them all. Patrick Paul just behind them. Now he's starting to gap Billy. That's the Enceva car of Josh Carlson. We always talk about this. Josh Carlson is a door dasher. So maybe the only professional race car driver door dasher.
I'm sorry, Ben, but I had a very scary moment there. My daughter just texted me and said, coming home with a new car. Yeah, the look on your face is pretty much the same one I just had. What does that mean? And how much did this cost me? I said, I'm okay with it as long as you're paying for it.
What is it?
Well, it's a customized Mustang.
I thought she had like a VW Beetle or something.
She's got an Audi A3.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was, yeah. Oh, Josh Carlson smoking. Maybe off track. I can't tell if that was smoke or just a little bit off track. But now he's ahead of Billy. Patrick Paul in the TA2 car just behind them in SGT. But Josh Carlson, I'm showing at the top of the leaderboard right now with a 154.031. Billy Griffin right behind. Kaylee Bryson with a 155. I didn't get to talk to Kaylee here yet. But last year, after she got out of her car after a session, I see them driving through the paddock with all their fishing rods, and they went to the lake and went fishing. And if you follow her on Facebook, she's always like holding up bass and, you know, just doing the outdoor lifestyle stuff. And there's a lake real close to here, Heiko Lake, that's great fishing. So, you know, she knows how to spend her weekends.
Yeah. Mixing business with pleasure.
That is Danny Lowry, longtime supporter of the Trans Am Series, Bridge Hall Bennett. We really appreciate all that, and it's great to have him back running with us, too. Then there's Colin Cohen in that Maserati. Haven't seen Cary Grant yet. Milton, his dad, had an engine problem, and I knew Milton wasn't going to run, but hopefully Cary stuck around and ran. He's got 2 laps out there in timing and scoring. I just haven't seen him yet. There goes Cohen. So, Griffin over Carlson. Now Griffin's in a 150, doing really well. There's Cary Grant from the Memphis, Tennessee area. So his dad, Milton. We saw his uncle, Richard, in IGT. His cousin, Keith Grant, was with us in IGT at Watkins Glen. It's a racing family. I think there's 5 of them.
Definitely is.
Right now, Cary Grant is a 203, 599. SGT and Cohen and Coffey are running GT class. And unfortunately, Casey Jones came out for his first weekend to run GT with this great Corvette. You would have loved it. It had a wrap on it. It had a bunch of cats on the side of it because he owns a cat sanctuary. And then his name's Casey Jones, so I've had the Grateful Dead in my head all weekend.
I was waiting.
I was so excited to interview the guy because I was going to drop some Grateful Dead lines on him. And
nothing.
They had some engine problems. So hopefully we'll see him again.
There's Paul, his Mustang.
Patrick Paul's been a long time Trans Am TA2 and SGT competitor. Did a lot of the street races with us in Nashville and Detroit a few years ago.
Are you a street circuit guy, or would you prefer a traditional road course like this?
I like this, honestly, because it's safer. I never feel great about the street courses, but from the event standpoint, the street courses are amazing.
Yeah.
Now here comes Kaylee Bryson up behind Patrick Paul in her little yellow Corvette, currently running in 3rd with a time of 1:51.627, doing really well. Patrick Paul is a 1:53.746. Patrick Paul running a big Nexus. Somebody knocked my mission banner down there, my mission sign. Running Next Gen on the side of his car.
Kaylee has, of course, as she does, been running all kinds of stuff. She got a win on the high banks of Belleville a year ago, 2024. That's a big one.
I follow her on social media, and she is somewhere doing something totally different every weekend.
Every weekend. That's I was just looking through that.
Living the dream.
Oh, yeah.
And she is a very talented race car driver. I hope she finds her footing somewhere as we look right now at Kaylee Bryson from a town that I lived in when I was a little kid, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Yep.
The 02, the yellow Corvette from LSI. So she's in the same car she was last year. Last year she ran SGT. Now they moved it up to whatever the stipulations to run XGT are.
Kaylee could go in a million different directions because she is fast in everything she gets behind the wheel of. So if she decides to be a sprint car racer full time and run with the World of Outlaws or High Limits, she could do that. If she decides she wants to go towards NASCAR, she could do that. IMSA, anything, prototypes.
I need to ask her. I wonder what she wants to do.
I've not asked her that either, but she has the skill set to go in any direction she wants.
She's definitely not on a flyer right now. She's just kind of feeling the car out, maybe coming in. She has qualified second. She's going to be pretty happy with that on the front row with Billy Griffin.
Yeah, 150.755.
Josh Carlson right behind with a 158.10. And Danny Lowry 152.309.
Getting to be the late afternoon here as we approach 5:30 in the afternoon on the East Coast. Sun starts going down earlier and earlier, doesn't it?
Yeah. There's been times here, Ralph, just we're here 2 weeks later normally that I've gone down and checked my brake markers at turn 1. I do it every morning, and they've been frozen.
Yeah.
And so I have to hit them real hard to kind of like, you know, because they can't, for safety, they can't be frozen. And it has been so hot here this weekend.
Yeah.
Colin Cohen here. This beautiful Maserati. I do really like the look of these Maseratis, and they sound amazing.
You need to get yourself one.
The Norwood Auto Italia.
Be a good daily driver for you.
Yeah.
Probably have to sell your entire fleet of British cars to get it, though, huh?
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't go British to Italian. Minute and a half left here. I'm looking down at Amy Ruhlman in pit lane and her little red Corvette. You're a Corvette guy, Ralph. So
yes.
I guess I should have known by the way you parked your car sideways that it wouldn't last. What did he mean by that? It's the first lines in Little Red Corvette from Prince, and I've wondered that my whole life. Such a great opening line to any song.
Yeah.
And one of those things that's been a mystery for 50 years for me.
Well, there's a lot of...
Ooh, Chris Coffey, you know.
He got real sideways, didn't he, in your Maserati?
Mm-hmm. But if anybody knows, reach out to me. Tell me, because it's such a cool opening line that could go any direction.
Well, that song had a lot of sexual innuendo in it, so...
Yeah. As most Prince's songs
As most Prince songs did, yeah.
But it's just one of those just cool mystery things.
Did you ever see him live?
Yeah.
What amazing. A show, right?
Oh, it's one of the best guitar. He doesn't get the credit for how good
No,
the
he
guitar
does
player
not.
is. Chris Coffey coming in. Speaking of guitar players, Joe Walsh famously said, my Maserati does 185.
Yes, he does.
I asked Chris Coffey that, and his does not. Then there's Cary Grant. They should be coming in here.
Of course, Ted Nugent also said it got a face like a Maserati.
Wonder what he meant by that.
Probably not the same thing as Prince, I'm betting. Those big Mercs are good looking, aren't they?
Yeah, oh, I love those things. I think that's the best looking Mercedes that Mercedes has made since the Sterling Moss Mercedes. The Gull Wing's pretty, but those long hood Sterling Moss Le Mans Mercedes were just the Finch Mercedes. Those were so pretty.
You know, if you had ordered, Ben, as I'm sure you were so tempted to do at the time, one of the AMG Mercedes 1s, it was a 5-year wait for the car to get built. And while you were waiting for your multi-million-dollar AMG 1, you were given the opportunity to purchase, as a gift they called it, 3 variations throughout those 5 years of the GT. Very, very limited numbers, of course. And the last one, the trickiest one of them all, was basically a full-blown race car.
Wow.
Yeah. The door on that car, by the way, weighs 5 pounds.
That's amazing.
All carbon fiber. There's a look at your results. Griffin, Bryson, Carlson, Lowry, and Paul, the top 5. Coffey, Grant, and Cohen all ready to go tomorrow. Beautiful countryside here at VIR. We're going to take a break for now, and then we'll be back in a little bit.
up and get ready for race day with Mission Foods. The world's best racers and tastiest products come together to make every race delicious. Fully loaded tacos, fast wraps, piled high nachos. Whatever you crave, Mission will help you be race ready with easy-to-make recipes that will take your race day to the finish line. Keep your racing delicious and enjoy all the mouth-watering action. Brought to you by Mission Foods. Too fast, too tasty.